Alright, went to the local sporting goods store, picked up some compasses. The reason why you see this in front of you here is because on my channel I'm going to start doing land navigation, orienteering, and some basic hikes. It's coming up on winter here. We're in the mid-November and 2012, and so by next year we should be hiking hopefully every 2 weeks or so into the forest and showing you how to get to specific spots here in the Sierra Nevada, the Central California area, Yosemite National Park area, and pretty much how to use a compass. Of course, we'll start out with a book, lesson plan, and get together with you guys, teaching you guys everything from, and some of you guys know this, so don't take it the wrong way. This is a skill that I've seen that a lot of my friends don't possess locally. So, I'm just going to try to help them out and do a little refresher course for some and get into a lot more in-depth details of tricks and ways to make life simpler if you're using any style of compass in the forest. I'm going to try to use that little one right there if I can at some point. But this is just a basic map here of the Sierra Nevadas, and it has basic landmarks on it, I guess you can call it. It's kind of like your regular road map, you know. It'll tell you where the lakes are and the streams are. You wouldn't use something like this for land navigation, but you can use something like this. To really get a really good area of where things are at. This is much too large of a scale to use to be accurate in the forest. So we're going to go over like declination, contour lines, how to stay away from dangerous areas, the best way to walk in the forest. If you're going to follow a trail and you have a map, that's the best thing. But sometimes you want to blaze your own trail or find your own lake or a water source or a hunting spot that no one knows about. You can also double it up with a GPS if you'd like. I don't use GPS systems. I don't know how to use them, actually. I have two pretty nice ones that I've never pulled out of the box. So I guess it's just the old school method and the more reliable method, in my opinion. So I'm going to be doing a series on my channel, and it's going to be dealing in depth on learning how to read a compass, learning how to find your bearings, and how to never get lost. So, with that being said, I'm going to have a lot more to come, a lot more serious videos to come. Of course, we're still going to be doing our everyday norm here at the little farm with our chickens and our ducks and everything else. But this is just going to be one thing that we're going to add to our repertoire, so to speak, and see if we can get some people out there that are interested in this, because this is something that I hold a great interest in. And just picked up some generic compasses because mine are pretty beat down, which they still work perfect, but for filming it's really hard to see my dial. It's hard to see my bearing and directions and my degrees on my compass. So I had to just pick up some new ones and show you that there is a lot of different types, like Linsatic and flat base, and they do all kinds of different junk. Just a basic orienteering compass would probably be the best one, I think, in my opinion, because it's the easiest. But like I said, mine's pretty beat down from being used so much, so it's going to be real hard to film on that one. So I got some bright ones here with some good readings, so we can get much more accurate at explaining the compass to you. I'm going to start out with the books, go over some basic definitions and terms, and explaining how to find true north, magnetic north, your declination, linear lines, man, so much stuff to learn. But please don't get intimidated by it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys stick around for it. And if you see a picture of a compass or something like that, you'll know it's a compass video. And if you're not into that, you can just skip it or watch it for value, or whatever you'd like to do. But I'm going to try to post a picture of a compass or something attractive as the thumbnails, so the people who don't want that information, can stay clear of it, and the people who might be interested in learning a little bit will stick around too. But it should be very informative, and I'm going to try to take a different approach. I'm an instructor at my department, and I think I can show people a thing or two, maybe a little bit differently than others. So I'm going to try my hardest to put this in as easy terms as I can. And then by next summer, by this time next year, if you guys have stuck around a little while and watched some of them, you should have a pretty good bearing on what you're doing and where you're going. And the key to all this is, you know, it's going to take a while to become a master at learning these arts, but just like anything else, it's worthwhile. You know, you can get to places that only a dozen humans have ever stepped foot on, you know, in the last 100 years. And to me, that's a really exciting feeling. It's like finding buried treasure. So be safe. Keep your heads up for the next 4 years. All you can do is laugh at that one. And I'll have some hopefully good sound videos to come on my channel, along with all the other ridiculousness. Thanks, guys. Thanks for sticking around. It means a lot.